Hi everyone, Calvin here. My first video of this channel was about my 23andme DNA testing result. I thought the results would never change, but recently I found that the result have changed. That was surprising. It turned out that the way that 23andme calculate ethnic groups, which is what I'm interested in most, has changed. So today I'd like to share with you my updated result of 23andme DNA testing. By default settings, I previously had 44.4% Chinese and 28.4% Manchurian and Mongolian. That was shocking to me because both of my parents are Mongolian. At least they think they are Mongolian. After 23andme upgraded their calculations, my results have changed as well. Now they say that I have 48.7% Manchurian and Mongolian and 42% Chinese by default settings, which is by 50% confidence. Previously, they said that I have 9.6% Korean DNA. Now they say that I have 5.2% Korean DNA, decreased by almost half. These are dramatic changes. The new result also say that I have 0.4% Siberian DNA. It was 0.6 previously. So the question is why the criteria can change and not absolute? Well, here's what they say. They say that to determine your ancestral breakdown, we use an algorithm that individually compare each piece to DNA from reference populations from around the world, i.e. thousands of individuals with known ancestry. When a piece of your DNA resembles the DNA from a specific reference populations with a high degree of confidence, it is assigned to that populations. So basically what they're saying is that they have a large number of reference DNA for each ethnic group, and they compare my DNA against them. But the problem is that these reference DNA can be from genetically mixed groups and might be treated as pure ethnic groups. For example, for thousands of years, nomadic people lived in modern-day Mongolia, South Mongolia, Hok Nor, Altai Mountain. Most of them are ancestors to modern-day Mongolians and others who live in Mongolia, South Mongolia, Buryat, Central Asia, Towa, Kalmyk Oryat, and even South Asia, until Dai Qingrun, which Chinese called Qing Dynasty. These nomadic groups always had invaded locals lived along the Yellow River and established numerous countries and married with the locals. Good examples are Honnos, Jurchin, Shenbei, Gedan, and Mongolian, of course. That resulted in most locals carrying high percentages of nomadic DNA, but most of them think that they are Chinese. If 23andme uses their DNA as reference DNA of pure Chinese, then that's a problem. That would make those who lived in current-day Mongolia ended up carrying high percentage of Chinese. Even their parents are pure Mongolian based on 23andme calculations. Why? Because 23andme might have treated many Manchurian and Mongolian DNA as Chinese, and that would be wrong. So these DNA results are relative and should be treated as references, not absolute answers. For example, I think my Mongolian DNA should be more than 50%. In their first result, they said that I had 28% Mongolian DNA. And later, after updating, they said that I have close to 50% Mongolian DNA. I think that's still low. Who knows, next time when they update their results, my Mongolian DNA percentage perhaps become 80%. That's the problem with their results. They're relative. So with ethnicity. It says I have 0.4% Siberian DNA. I really wonder who in my ancestors was Siberian. Is it from my dad's side or mom's side? I would like to know. It says a portion of my DNA is from Chinese who lived in Shandong and Guangdong province. I think my mother's side has someone long time ago who was very Chinese. Part of my Mongolian DNA is similar to someone from Dongguan, Mongolia. I think my father's side is more Mongolian than Chinese. So they likely have a lot of DNA from Dongguan. I'm gonna help my parents to figure out. I found this one is interesting. This is a list of all of my chromosomes. 23 pairs plus X and Y. Of course, my X is from my mom, my Y is from my dad. Since most of my X chromosome is labeled as Chinese, again, I think my mom's side is likely has a high percentage of Chinese DNA, although they say they are Mongolian. I've talked about my health result in my other video, so I'm not going to talk about it again in today's video. But one interesting thing that I would like to highlight here is that less than 2% of my DNA is Neanderthal DNA. That's probably the reason why my head is relatively large in size. It says I have more Neanderthal DNA than 95% of other customers. It's also true that I'm more sprinter and I have more dandruff. It looks like one of all pairs of my chromosome contains more Neanderthal pieces than the other one. This is probably because one of my parents carry much more Neanderthal DNA than the other. So I'm going to ask them to sequence their DNA as well to find out which of my parents carry a high degree of Neanderthal DNA than the other, and should be even higher than mine. Here's my wellness result. It says that alcohol flush reactions, unlikely to flush, likely to consume less coffee, that's true, less likely to be a deep sleeper, true, predisposed to weight less than average, true, lactose likely intolerant, that's not true, I am tolerant. I can drink milk and I'm fine. Elite power athletes, probably, I don't know. Saturated fat and weight, not sure what that is. Sleep moment, likely more than average moment, that's true. Next one is my traits. Little or no back hair, that's true. 87% chance do not have a bald spot, true. No, I don't have cheek dimples. True, I don't have cleft chin. Yeah, dandruff, true. Earlobe type. Actually, I have attached earlobes. I have 68% chance will not experience hair loss or thinning before age 40. Wow, I'm glad to hear that. Hopefully that's true. Dry, flaky earwax, true. Eye color, yeah, I have dark brown eyes. Ring finger is longer than index finger, yeah. Freckles, yeah, I have few freckles. Hair photo bleaching, first time hearing this thing exists. But I don't think my hair color changes under sun. Hair texture, straight hair. That's right. Hair color, mine is dark, very dark. Newborn hair, yeah, I had a lot of hair at birth. I was a hairy baby. Yeah, I don't have red hair. I have light brown skin. Nope, I don't have stretch marks. 52% chance longer second toe. Well, actually my big toe is slightly longer than the second one. Yeah, I don't have widow's peak. That's all about my traits. Alright, that's all. Alright, that's all I would like to talk about today. I hope you enjoyed watching. Don't forget to click the like button below and subscribe to my channel. My channel has been growing and my video quality has been improving dramatically. Previously, I know little about filming and editing, and I was using Windows Movie Maker. Now I'm using Premiere Pro, and my filming and editing improved dramatically. I know that I have a huge room for improvement, and I'm working on it. I hope you would encourage me by leaving your comments below and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. As always, see you next time.